What's going on, YouTube? This is BBSP. I know it's been a while and everything. I'm back. I wanted to, gather my thoughts and process everything and all that stuff. I gonna be doing another series on the greatest teams of all time. 1971 Milwaukee Bucks are up coming next, and I gonna go in depth to how I did the last one. You enjoy it. I'll go in depth and everything, and I'll break everything down on how they were dominant, successful in the 1971 season. I wanted to touch on this real quick. I gotta say, man, the Los Angeles Clippers are a goddamn joke, okay? I don't care what nobody says, I don't care what type of excuses you make, I don't care what type of excuses you try to make for this goddamn team. To lose a goddamn game, lose a game by like 51 points, the largest margin in victory in NBA history, it says a lot about your team, And I don't care. I don't care what happens this season, okay? I don't care what kind of record they have. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do in the regular season. That tells me all I need to know. By the time they get to the playoffs, they're either going to choke away a series or lose in the second round. And to be honest with you, they should have lost in the first round last year to the Dallas Mavericks. Okay? They should have lost to the Dallas Mavericks. When you think about it. So, this franchise has been a joke. Okay? This franchise has been a goddamn joke, man. Like, they've been dealing with futility for a while. They've been dealing with it for a while. Think about it, all the way back to when they got to the LA Clippers. But they were a Buffalo Braves. Buffalo Clippers have teams with Bob McAdoo. They always came up short. Fast forward to like the late 80s, early 90s with the teams with Danny Manning, Lloyd Vaught, Ron Harper, Charles Smith, and later on Mark Jackson. You got to think, this team, I don't know if they're snake-bitten or cursed or what. They've always come up short, or whenever the expectations are put on their lap, they implode. Even with those teams, Lob City teams, with Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, Jamal Crawford, they were good enough to possibly win a championship. They were good enough to possibly win a championship. And they couldn't even get to that. And I tell you what, those teams are better than the current incarnation of the Clippers now. So, I just find it ironic that last year they talked all this shit. Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly saying they gonna take over LA. Kawhi taking shots, low-key shots at LeBron, saying he's the king. And of course you got Paul George. Paul George, man, like this dude, I don't. This guy is just. He's all over. He's a hot mess, man. He's a hot mess. Okay, and you mean to tell me that after all that crap you talked in the off season, to let your team lose by 51 points says a lot. It really says a lot. You understand? So I don't understand it. But yeah, I do understand. This guy, Paul George, is all bark and no bite. You go all the way back to those teams on the Indiana Pacers. He was on those teams that challenged each, had a chance to go to the finals or whatever. And he came up small in that. Then fast forward to years later, he couldn't even beat the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James, and he basically got outplayed by LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals playoffs annually. And then fast forward to the trade to OKC. Them 2 years with Russell Westbrook, he got all the credit, but when they came up small, the blame went straight to Russell Westbrook and everybody else. So, you know, for me, it's like this guy is, like I said, it's all bark, no bite. You know, he loves to hear himself talk and everything. Basically, fast forward to a couple of years ago, Utah Jazz playing the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got severely played by Jeff Ingles of all people. Jeff Ingles of all people. Think about that shit. Then a year later, Dame Lillard scorches the earth with him, and then basically fries him with the series game winner right in his face, right in his grill. Fried him right in his grill. And then he's gonna go up to the post game and make an excuse saying it is a lucky shot. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up, then goes to the Clippers, talk shit with everybody else. Lou Williams, Marcus Morris, Patrick Beverly especially. And then they proceed to have the biggest meltdown, you know, I ever seen in a Game 7. You know, you talked all that crap. They all talked all that crap and couldn't back that shit up. I mean, you know, if you're gonna talk shit, it's up to you to back that shit up. You know, you gonna talk all crap. You gonna talk bullshit. You gonna talk shit. You better back it up. You better back it up. You understand? And for me, it's like these guys, this franchise is a joke to me, man. And they talk all this crap about the Lakers, saying they're gonna take over LA, but yet they can't even get to the conference finals to play these dudes. You know, and I don't care what happens from here on out. I suspect, because of what's going on now, they'll finish with a better record than the Lakers. But what's going to happen is they'll get to the playoffs, they'll get full of themselves, they talk a whole lot of bullshit, talk a whole lot of shit, and then they'll flame out yet again. I anticipate that to happen. You know, between Paul George's bull crap, Kawhi Leonard low managing, and the roster not being as good as it was before. Well, the roster wasn't good any damn. And it wasn't that good. People overrated them all last year, and the media, who's got an agenda against LeBron, are going to do it yet again this year. But what's going to happen is either they're going to lose in the first round, or most definitely lose in the second round. Flame out. Joke. And thing about it is, Dallas Mavericks didn't even have Porzingis out there, and they still whoop their ass. This is Luka Doncic out there looking like a reincarnation of Pistol Pete and Larry Bird rolling the one, frying these guys, frying these dudes. And you tell me they're gonna be the ones that beat the Lakers or beat anybody else win a championship? Come on, man. Like, the Clippers are a joke. Fuck Paul George. Organization is a garbage can right now, man. And I don't care what happens between now and the playoffs, time of the playoffs. I'm not buying this team at all. They can sweep every other team for all I care. They can go and sweep the Lakers, beat them by like 15 points. What I know is that even if they do somehow luck up and get to the Lakers, they're not beating the Lakers. They're not beating anybody else for that matter, too, when you think about it. You know? And they can say, you know, and I like it how the media at large, and there's, you know, clowns out here trying to make Doc Rivers the scapegoat. They try to make Montrezl Harrell the scapegoat, but yet They still getting their asses beat by like more than 30 points. No, what does that shit tell you? You know what I mean? Like, but the media will continue to overrate this team. The clowns out here will continue to overhype this team, and end of the day, this team going to implode no matter what. Whether it's the first round, second round, conference finals, don't matter. This team going to implode, man. Just go just do the history of this shit. Do the history of their franchise. They've had better teams than the one they have now, and they still imploded. So what does that tell you? Let me know what y'all think.